So Brago, we
Sai.
collabed a year ago and talked about the Holy Knights maybe having silly monster abilities like the Gorosei. And I said, yo, like, we might see a mummy ability. And I'm not saying that's what it is in this chapter, but this lady, this female Holy Knight, she's controlling bandages, man.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about it?
I wonder if you double down now and like pull up a clip of it and then make a video just around that. So that once it happens, you just like be like, yo, I called it, and just post it all over Twitter.
So this is going to sound like a cop-out, but I can't. I deleted the video. I deleted the video a week after I aired it because I used copyrighted music in the background and I got a strike for it.
What?
Yeah. I used Final Fantasy 16 music, thinking it'd be fine because it's a video game and people upload gameplays to YouTube. So I said, yeah, like the music's fine, right? And then nope, I guess not. And the thing is at minus like 38 decibels, so nobody can even hear it. It's like very minor background noise.
Yeah, very light, but they heard it.
Yeah, they heard it. YouTube picked it up, and I took down the video.
So your mummy call, did it actually happen then?
That is one thing I'm afraid people are going to say. They're going to be like, well, Sai just made that up, actually. It never happened. There were 20,000 people that watched that video before it went down. Those 20,000 people know. We had a goofy conversation. We talked about more than just the mummy as well. But the mummy was like the biggest one because that was the thumbnail. It was like Luffy being scared, and I put like a stupid mummy PNG in the background. But yeah, like how do you feel about this though? Do you think it's a mummy? Do you think it's bandages? A devil fruit even? Like where are you right now? Were you moved by the fact that she could defeat a giant with ease?
I think everyone can defeat a giant with ease, no?
Well, you can't say that in Elbaf, man. You know, you can say that back in Little Garden, you can say that at Eni's Lobby, but you can't say that in 2024, dude. Don't bring that to 2025. God damn.
Listen, I would say this because Oda does this thing where like he would give a devil fruit power, and then it has something that you can see how it makes sense. So like it wouldn't be like a mummy fruit. It would be like what a bandage is made of. Fabric, right? Like a fabric devil fruit or something.
Yeah. And
then that leads to her being able to like control it like a mummy. It's almost like what's his name with the lamp fruit.
Who has the lamp fruit? Okay, yeah, Daifuku. Sorry. You said lamp fruit, and I always assume it's just a genie fruit. So when you said lamp, I was like, wait, what?
So I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
lamp?
I was like, Brago, get out of here.
So like it's like a lamp fruit. That now he can summon a freaking genie, right? So I think it's cool. They got to have supreme confidence pulling up to Elbaf with just two of them. So, and then having a fruit like that, it's a wide range ability seemingly, and so you can restrain a lot of people. Makes sense, you know? So you're coming with an ability that is effective against a group. So I thought it was cool. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Giants, really fond of them. So
no, you're
her
not.
bringing down a giant, you know, that was a big deal, major props.
Yeah, nobody else could do it. Mr. 3 would be rolling in his grave if he saw this.
What about Hina? Think Hina could do this?
Oh yeah, Hina could.
Yeah.
Okay, in reality, a lot of people can bring down giants, but it's more egregious here in Elbaf, right? And plus, this is a castle. We're talking about the throne room guards. This guy that gets taken down, he could be like top 5 strongest in Elbaf, given his role, his position, where he's at.
He's just like a regular like doorman, no?
You see those tattoos though? I don't think a doorman has those tattoos, man.
Yeah, you don't think so?
No, I'm a stereotype. I don't think a doorman has those tattoos. A doorman doesn't have those spiked cuffs, the helmet, that beard, the chains on him even. My God, this guy looks like an executioner.
I've seen a bouncer that looks like this for sure.
Well, a bouncer's a little bit different. But also, like, a bouncer is still, like, a really strong person, though, right? Like, they keep out nuisances from the club.
Yeah. Top 5?
If the whole area is a club, then yeah, why not? Maybe the bouncer is top 5.
Yeah, so she took down a top 5 Elbaf guy.
Potentially top 5.
Potentially top 5.
Potentially top 5.
Which would be top 50 everywhere else.
It's still impressive. Okay, she didn't break a sweat. You know, she didn't even move from her spot. She essentially stood still.
I think he underestimated her, though, you know? Like, why are you having, like, casual conversation with intruders? It's too much talk.
Because they thought these guys were the Straw Hat crew. Did you see that? They said, hey, are you guys part of the Straw Hats? What business do you have here?
And they didn't answer.
It's like, damn.
They were like, yeah, we're looking for the one called Loki. Off of you saying that, I'm attacking you, bro. Because you want that criminal? Oh, no. Nah, I think they were too casual with it.
Plus, like, the magic circle should be, like, in the background, right? Like, they could probably see it from where they are. We don't know if they, like, moved a far ways, but...
Yeah.
Like, they probably saw the magic circle. They saw the black lightning. Hell, I'm a discriminated based on the clothing. They're wearing black hoods. Dude, no good person in history has ever worn a full black cloak.
Maybe Moses.
No, Moses was, like, tan, right? Like, it was a tan cloak.
Is it tan?
Yeah, they didn't have a lot of black dye back in the day. Yeah. That wasn't, like, easy to come by. So it was, like, probably tan or brown or something like that. But, like, a full black cloak, my God, that's a villain.
Yeah, in general, you pull up with a black cloak, and you still have the hood on, too. Then it's like, nah, bro. Whatever it is, even if you're the Straw Hats, you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta get out of this room, man.
Yeah, sorry, it's time. So, no, I just think that these giants, they underestimated her. They should just attacked her right away. But she has an ability that can restrain them. And so she's strong. She's clearly strong. And like I said before, just pulling up there with just two of them, they have to be really effective. And then, you know, when you have Shanks with you or Stabs, I mean, listen, this is best case scenario for that old bouncer, okay? Because who knows what Stabs would have done to him.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, we already knew she was strong by association, right? Like, nobody who walks by, even the real Shanks, is weak. Like, look at Lucky Roo, Ben Beckman, all of them. Like, that's kind of how I view her. Like, that's not saying that's his right-hand gal, but could be.
Maybe.
Yeah, like what is it? Itachi and Kisame? This is Kisame.
Kisame was strong.
Kisame, he hanged around, dude.
Yeah,
it took a lot to kill that guy.
I like Kisame. He was
damn
strong.
Near fight him 10 times.
Very useful. Yeah, I like Kisame a lot. He's not Itachi, but you know, Kisame is really cool. He's not like Taka, right?
I like Kisame more than Taka.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Like Suigetsu was cool, but my God.
Suigetsu is all right.
Yeah, he's something.
Yeah, Taka just wasn't impressive as a group. They're like, you know, Naruto's Tobiropo, you know?
That's crazy. It's funny that they all also upgraded to Akatsuki level, which I think was just... that was laughable. Sasuke, yes, but you're telling me Suigetsu, Karin, and Hyuga, like, no. No, they're not
That's
Akatsuki,
like looking out for the
bro.
homies. That's like everybody like becoming like a CP0 agent, you know?
Yeah.
Or
it's like
CP9.
It's like don't hand it out to everybody because now it just feels lame. Like you're sullying the good name of Hidan and Sasori and all them.
Who was your favorite Akatsuki member?
My favorite Akatsuki member?
Other than Itachi.
Can I say Obito?
Yeah.
Or is that like cheating?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Obito, Toby, because I'm a big fan of like the whole like, oh, here's a comedic character, but they're like the main villain.
I did like Toby. Toby was funny.
Yeah, I love it. And then he shows up behind Conan, and you're like, holy hell, Toby's not funny anymore.
His voice changed too.
Yeah, you see the eye.
That was really cool. That was such a cool reveal. Oh my god.
It was a good moment, man. Naruto when it was releasing was really good. I mean, I feel like people look back at it and they're like, I don't like Naruto. That's fair, but like you gotta admit, like it was good when it was airing, dude.
It was really good.
That was fun.
I feel like I like Pain.
Pain was good. Do you like Pain or do you like Nagato though? Because Nagato is just controlling Pain.
Yeah, but Nagato is the human element, you know?
Yeah.
I think before finding out about Nagato, what Pain was I think it was epic. Yeah, so I think like, I mean, and then Nagato does, you know, add to the character. I just didn't like the Kumafying of the arc, but.
The Kumafying of the arc. That's a crazy way to put what Nagato did. But you're so right. We had like a damn near Kakashi talking to his dad in the afterlife, and they brought his ass back. that was Kuma, huh? That was Kuma and Saul combined right there, dude. We saw Kakashi kick the bucket, bro.
They brought everybody back.
Damn.
You know, that's just, I mean, but I think that's the reason why people hated the final arc. Because, of course, it would be cool if you can have Luffy and Ace have a final conversation, knowing that this is the final conversation. But then that takes away from the death, you know, where it's like, Luffy's like, yeah, Ace, you're going to die, but da-da-da-da. No. Like, no, everybody just had their moment. And it took away from it.
And now I'm gonna take you away from the video for a second and to today's sponsor. At home, at the gym, out for a walk, at work, you name it. Having a pair of earbuds will always improve your situation. I know you're probably thinking that new earbuds are probably going to be expensive, hundreds of dollars, right? Sometimes, yeah. But what if I told you that you could grab yourself or a loved one high-quality Bluetooth earbuds for less than half the price than the other stuff on the market? All thanks to Raycon. Raycon has actually sold 3 million of their previous version of their earbuds, so you know it's a winner, but if you've been waiting, now is the time to get on board, because they've recently redesigned and upgraded their everyday earbuds model. They pair nice and easy, and still have the dependable 32-hour battery life with their efficient charging carrying case, but now they have really nice active noise cancellation, which is massive. It really makes a difference with earbuds. There's multi-point connectivity if you want to share what you're listening to with other people, quick charge functionality, and also a quality fit that you can customize as well so that they don't fall out of your ear and they deliver a great feel. They also came out with these cool everyday protective carrying cases so you can express yourself a little bit along with the cool colors they have. I've been using them for over a month now, and they've been great and dependable alongside my work life. All of this, of course, is at an affordable price. All you gotta do is click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/SYV to get 15% off your Raycon purchase plus free shipping. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring today's video. Like Luffy and Ace, right? Like let's say Luffy meets the spirit or ghost of Ace. Like, do you think it'd be more impactful if they just didn't say anything? They just kind of looked at each other and they just like nod or something?
It'd be like, why even do it?
No, it's like an understanding. Like Ace sees that Luffy's doing good. Luffy, you know, can, you know, pay some respects by not, you know, just praying or something.
It'd be like the opening.
I think it'd be nice.
Like the opening where Ace pushes Luffy.
Yeah, like that, right?
I like that opening so much.
Like a good one would be Bellemere. All right, when Nami leaves Kokoyashi Village, she leaves the house and she sees Bellemere, and then she's like, "Oh God, it's a ghost!" And then she walks out the door, and then you see like Bellemere's ghost push her out. It's kind of like that. Just a nod, no words.
So it's like a Bellemere Klabaterman.
Yeah. Like, hey, you did good, kid. Good job. I'm happy. Like a smile from Ace. Well, okay. Ace like doesn't Mufasa? Come back to life, but just a smile from Ace. Like maybe Luffy looks up and boom. Yeah, like Mufasa. Yeah, like that. Just Ace smiling down from the heavens or something silly. We're supposed to be talking about Holy Knights, but Ace smiling down from heaven above.
It's just funny because you assume like Ace is above, you know.
He could be in hell. I mean, the guy was a pirate after all. He's rotten in level 6 of hell.
You know, like Ace smiling up at Luffy. Yeah, that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that. But then the question, you know how we are as One Piece fans, like, how is it happening? Is Ace still alive?
It's Brook's awakening. He brought the souls of the underworld up.
What's the underworld? Who did Zoro fight?
Oh, no.
But that'd be cool. Like I said, I love that
Reaper
moment
with Kuina.
Oh man, I still think once Kuina comes back, man, it's gonna be the craziest thing.
Yeah, Kuina comes back. All the dead characters. Pedro's still alive out there somewhere. The bomb didn't kill him; it just teleported him.
Yeah, he's just in the mirror world.
Yeah, he's in Alabasta.
Yeah, just wait on it.
So outside of like the devil fruit powers of the bandages being like a fabric fruit or a bandage fruit. Yeah. There is, and even outside of the mummy thing, right? Do you think that she could just be a yokai?
No.
No yokai?
She feels like a servant.
Okay, so you don't think the Holy Knights will have transformations then?
I think they will, but I think this girl could be like all the Holy Knights have like a servant that goes with them, you know?
Ooh, like a Robin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like the fact that she moved and stabs didn't say anything at all, it's almost like she knows this is her role. But they all could have yokai transformations. It's just, in this situation, would you trust a slave? Because I don't know, like, did we see her once we saw the Holy Knights back in the day?
No, but she could be like a new generation of Holy Knights, right?
Right. That's possible.
Yeah. So with their powers, where are you leaning then? Because we talked about transformations, we talked about Devil Fruit. Like, which one do you put more stock into?
I think definitely Devil Fruit.
Devil Fruit? Okay.
Yeah, I think Devil Fruit, like, that's the default. 99% of the time is Devil Fruit. We had that outlier with the Gorosei where, like, they had powers, but it was just...
It was different.
It was different. It was different. So you would assume that because they're God Knights, they have that transformation as well, since they can teleport using the summoning circle as well. Even that needs to be explained too, because how?
Yeah.
You know, we know that Saturn summoned the others. How did they get there? I would say Devil Fruit power for right now. It's not like her power is okay, actually, because if she is a yokai and she's like a mummy yokai or something,
yeah,
then it can make sense with her using the bandages.
And it would also make sense as to why she's like wrapped up too.
Yeah, that could leave it open. Does that mean like they're all the God Knights are yokai then? They have yokai transformations, not Devil Fruits?
Yeah, yokai or just like monster transformations too. Because mummy's like more like, it's not like a yokai per se. But there is like a yokai that does that though, where like a yokai can wrap people in bandages. It's called the Itan Momen. Silly name.
The Gorosei always felt like a separate faction from like the God Knights.
Yeah.
You know, the Gorosei, because they were serving Imu, it almost felt like they had special abilities and powers with the God Knights. That's like a separate faction. So them having those abilities, I don't know. But then the summoning that Stabs did, is that because of his God Knight position or because of his affiliation with Garling and Garling being a Gorosei now, you know? So it's tough. Or is that something everybody up there can do?
I will say that the one thing that the Holy Knights have above the Gorosei is that we've never seen the Gorosei in the flower room, whereas we've seen silhouettes of people in these cloaks in the flower room with Imu. So, you know, these guys could be like a leg up when it comes to them talking to Imu or hanging out with Imu.
They're just chilling.
Yeah, they're just chilling with Imu on the side. I think that could be a possibility.
You still think Imu is a boy?
I think so. You know, ask me on like a different day, I might say like a different answer, but I think Imu's a guy.
Okay.
But it feels like the whole Imu say, the one where they get like the male honorific, it almost feels like it's a setup though. You know, it's hard because like you said, like we do One Piece videos, we talk about One Piece so often, so we kind of look at like conspiracy theories. So like there's a part of me that's like, maybe like Oda's trying to subvert us, right? Trying to lead us astray with that one.
Yeah, that's the thing where it's just the aura, the vibe of Imu feels feminine.
Yeah, I could see that.
Upon introduction. I think the more we see it just could be, I don't know, somewhat ethereal, out of this world. So but then we see the comments or the connection to Lily. And it's like, could it be that it's a feminine body, male soul?
Could be.
You know, that's why this
a gooner deep down.
Yeah, like a deep down gooner. That's why we sense it that way. I don't know, but I think I always go back to like what happened to Lily, because Lily never made it back to Alabasta, right?
Yeah, he's still thinking about her to this very day.
Like, imagine if you had a picture up of your ex on the wall.
Yeah, like years after the relationship. Like, the thing is, like, this is 900 years later too. We're not talking about like, oh, they broke up like last week.
He just didn't take it down. No, it's been a long time. He's still like...
It's a deep relationship, Ben.
Deep relationship or deep betrayal. My thing is, if you had this animosity towards Lily, you should have went after Vivi.
Maybe if it was like 900 years ago, they would have, because their existence was like public. But I feel like nowadays it might be like, ooh, you know, you can't just like walk outside and like, hey, let's go get Vivi. You know what I mean?
I think the Nefertari would just be... The whole bloodline would be eradicated. Unless you need Vivi for something.
I will say, I'm really impressed with the Holy Knights so far. Just thinking about what they're doing, right? You got these two going after Loki. You have Holy Knights trying to secure food. And then you also potentially have Holy Knights going after Vivi. Because Imu told the Gorosei that they want Vivi, right?
Yeah.
So you have all these Holy Knights doing different activities. So maybe next time we see the news coup, or Big News Morgan's ship, there is potential that we'll see a Holy Knight appear there.
Because we presume this guy to be the strongest Holy Knight. Stabs.
Yeah.
And so you send the strongest one, we think, to Elbaf.
The hardest mission?
It's the hardest mission, but then for the others, even kidnapping Vivi, what was the other mission?
Securing food.
securing food. So they probably will be successful there. So I think we can see like somebody else competent, but they're not going to be successful securing VV. I don't think.
They got to lose on one front.
Yeah. So I think they lose there. And so we may see like one of the second, third over there securing food because that's fairly simple. But, you know, Oda could subvert our expectations as well, where like Stabs isn't the strongest one. We have somebody stronger than him, you know, that looks just like Mihawk.
Be like Bleach, where Ichigo is fighting Ulquiorra, and he was like, "Oh, you're the strongest guy, aren't you?" And then Ulquiorra's shirt rips open, and he's like number 4. 4. Yeah, that was really, so cool.
But really, he was the strongest, though.
Oh, yeah, with his secondary transformation. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. He said nobody else knew about it except for, like, Aizen. Well, he said Aizen didn't know, but we know that Aizen probably knew. Like, Aizen's too smart.
I just saw on Twitter, like, it was like a clip of Aizen defeating the entire Gote 13 by himself.
Oh, yeah, in the Fake Car Curry Town. That was good.
Yeah. And then what's his name was hyping him up, and he was like, yo, it's... Yeah, he talks
Gin
about
was in the background, right?
Yeah, Gin was in the background. He's like, yeah, his Shikai, that's what they call it. It's strong, yeah, you got to prepare for it, but like, that's not why they're Ankar. That's not why they fear him. Like, they follow him without issue because, well, he's strong. His abilities far surpass anybody else.
He goes on like a 5-minute rant. He's like, yeah, like you can plan for the sky falling, but Aizen will still beat you out. Like you can come up with every strategy. Aizen will still win. Like he hyped this. Like it was like Kaido's intro, Aizen. Right?
It was insane. I was watching like, oh my god, the glaze.
Aizen's awesome, man.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ. And then Aizen was like casually taking down all of them, like without.
Yeah, and then the minute they thought they killed Aizen, they like actually just hurt one of their Nakama.
Yeah, Hitsugaya, of course. And then Ichigo is just there like,
guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, I love Aizen, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, one of the reasons why I don't think she has a devil fruit is because of how the Celestial Dragons kind of view them. Like, we saw it with, like, the Boa Hancock scene where, like, the Celestial Dragons kind of just feed people devil fruits for fun and for, like, entertainment. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't think they eat devil fruits. And there's the whole thing with, like, you know, Emu being the sea and then Mother Nature drowns devil fruit users. Like, I feel like there's so much working for the world government thematically that to where I don't think a Celestial would eat a devil fruit. And plus, like, just the name, right? Like, these are gods. I don't think gods would eat something like a devil fruit.
I guess the thing is, for them, if you have an alternative power that gives you the strength but doesn't give you the drawback, you probably would use that. It's just about who do you feel like is deserving of this power? Do you feel like if the God Knights, it depends on how we look at the God Knights, right? Because initially it felt like lackeys for the world government.
And the Gorosei even.
Right? So it's just how much are they respected? Which maybe some of them do have this power. But something I just thought of, like, what if Stabs has like a yokai power?
Oh,
so basically Shanks with a devil fruit.
I mean, I'm on the boat that I think all of these Holy Knights will have a transformation. It doesn't have to be yokai necessarily. Like I said, I think Mummy could be a solid one. Yeah. We talked about werewolves and stuff before. I kind of roped you in on all those crazy theories of mine.
Right.
So it's like, I do think we'll see like more cryptids per se, which brings me to the next question. Growing up, were you ever scared of like any cryptids, or did you believe in anyone like Bigfoot or, you know, Mothman, a Wendigo, Skinwalker? Like, did you believe in aliens? Like all that stuff. Like, what did you really not fear, but like think about? Because mummies were like a big one, right? Like you got the mummy movies, you got like all the King Tut stuff. So like, what would you want to see if the monster thing is true? What would young Brago want to see? A good old, like, you know, 17-year-old Brago, bright faced, you know, smiling from ear to ear. Oh, no 17? Beanie Brago. Like, what would you want?
17 is crazy. Because I'm about to say back then when I was like a kid, I want to say like 8, 7. Like, I used to love Power Rangers, man. So it'd be funny because like it'd be times where I get a cool watch. Yeah. And then I try to like morph.
So you want to see a Power Ranger? We gotta have them with Jerma.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. I think for me, like Bigfoot and stuff, I didn't believe in that.
What about El Chupacabra?
No, not Chupacabra. It was a water one. Like
Nessie, Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, Loch Ness Monster. Yeah. So
okay.
I wonder if we could veer into that territory where like something that can go underwater, a power that can go underwater, you know, 'cause that would just be like insanity. And it's when I just watched a JoJo episode where it was like they got attacked on the water, and then a ship was a stand, and it has like a freaky monkey. I think something like that.
Okay. Just a water
underwater
creature.
Yeah, water creature.
I agree with you. I kind of want a Cthulhu-esque monster.
Cthulhu, what's that?
Yeah, like Lovecraftian. Cthulhu's really popular. You don't know what that is? It's like this octopus-looking monster out of the ocean.
Oh,
it's kind of like the Kraken, but like humanoid.
If he looks like that guy from Pirates of the Caribbean,
Davy Jones. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm leaning. I think a Cthulhu yokai or transformation would go kind of hard.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like the Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, mummy, vampires. I think a zombie one would be interesting.
Why does it feel like Garland could be a Cthulhu? Just based on the aesthetic? But no, I like that.
Honestly, any monster would be cool, man. Like any popular monster, right?
Of course, the Fenrir that everyone's talking about. What do you think is the most popular monster?
Most popular monster?
Yeah.
I think vampire, maybe. I feel like especially with the Nosferatu coming out, like what, on Christmas Day.
Do you feel like, okay, let me ask you, do you think a vampire is more popular than the zombies?
Oh, shoot. That's a good one. Vampires or zombies? Damn, I think zombies win that one. Because there's a lot of like zombie video games. There's like barely any vampire video games, minus like Vampire Survivor.
I'm on like a random site, but it said number 1 is vampires, number 2 is zombies, 3 was werewolves, 4 was witches, and 5 is Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, wait, is that like an actual list?
Yeah, it was a list on like this random site.
Oh, speaking of Frankenstein, I mean, we know that Oda loves his old school monsters because in film Red, that one dude who worked with Uta, he's literally just Frankenstein.
I like
Gordon?
when Oda does stuff like that.
Yeah. He's thinking about monsters, man. I mean, and then we had Thriller Bark with zombies too. Like, I think we're a shoo-in for some like crazy monsters.
Some cool monsters.
Yeah.
Any Godzilla-esque?
Ooh, Godzilla would be pretty cool too. Like Mothra or something like that.
Yeah.
Three-headed dragon.
Hydra.
Yeah, we could get some pretty cool things, man. Which, you know, it's kind of interesting. Like, these Holy Knights are here in the castle doing their thing, killing some giants. And the Straw Hats are none the wiser. They did not notice that they're here, man. People were like, yo, like, the Straw Hats are going to run over. They're gonna feel the presence of these guys. But it's like, nah, dude, I think they're in incognito mode.
Thunderclap. No, they're drinking and they're so celebrating.
They're having fun.
But I guess, does that mean that these God Knights, they don't have the presence of something like Saturn?
Yeah, Saturn's more intimidating. I gotta say this. I think the Holy Knights are going to be more impressive than the Gorosei. Minus Garling.
I think the tough part is that the Gorosei, they don't seem like great fighters. They're just like really durable. And they're regen merchants. So I don't think people respect that. So I think a lot of people lose respect when it's just like, okay, you keep getting destroyed, but you just can regen. Like,
it's like fighting Majin Buu, but you're like, you know, Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
But you're not like, you can't really fight. You're just like, you just know you have regen, so that just keeps working. I feel like people don't respect that. So
yeah, I feel like when it comes to the Gorosei, you know, going back to chapter 907, when the Gorosei were talking with the fake Shanks, is what we're going to call them, I guess. Yeah. They said, hey, this is the Reverie. Given your standing, you should have nothing to do with politics. So it does seem like maybe the Gorosei, like, these aren't exactly the strongest fighters. They're just politicians. And then, like, you have this other faction, the Holy Knights, who are all about fighting. Like, they specialize in two different things. So I think there is a world where the Holy Knights are overall more impressive than the Gorosei, and where it makes sense as well.
It's so tough. It is. You would think that at the end of the day, for the Gorosei, based on their appearance, that they were former warriors at some point, especially with like Noshijuro, I think even Jupiter. I expected them to be former warriors, and that's something I can't wait to find out. Like, how did they
be
get
their prime
positions? But the thing is, like, wouldn't they get frozen in their prime because they're immortal now?
Maybe once they get promoted to Gorosei, they become immortal, and that's when they stop aging.
it doesn't give you your peak strength back.
Yeah, like you got the mind of a guy on his peak, but your body's like 80 years old, and you're just stuck there. Like maybe we needed a line from like Nasujiro. Like imagine Nasujiro's clashing with Zoro, and then Nasujiro says, my elbow hurts. I wish I was 30 years old.
Or he says like, if I were ...
Ooh, or like if I were promoted sooner, I would have taken you down. Something like that. Like if I was locked in a younger body, then I would have won this clash.
If it's just about like essence and soul, like couldn't Imu just move him to another body?
Maybe.
Should be able to, right?
Yeah, maybe that's where they're like experimenting on people.
To like move around and like just go to younger bodies to get stronger. It starts to get like really sci-fi freaky.
Yeah, Oda's doing this weird thing where like we have aliens in here, we got like Martians and automatons,
dwarves, elves, giants. It's just all types of magical creatures.
If you go back to Romance Dawn Volume 2, like one of the progenitors of One Piece, right? Like where Oda put all of his base ideas. Like Luffy had Luffy always had the Gumu Gumu no Mi, or stretching abilities.
Didn't Garp give it to him?
Yeah. In Volume 2, Garp gave it to him. But the villain that Luffy fought in Volume 2 was a magic user.
Yeah, because magic now seems to be a thing. It's becoming more and more a thing.
It feels like Oda's going back to his roots of One Piece, where he had magic and devil fruits existing in the same world. So that is kind of why I lean more towards like, maybe this isn't a devil fruit. Maybe this is just like magic or, a transformation or something silly. Because it feels like Oda, despite just turning 50 years old, he's in his prime. He's going back to his younger days and his original ideas.
The average lifespan of a old Japanese man is like 80-something, 90-something?
Average Japanese lifespan, 84. Wow, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
United States is at 77.
Right.
Damn. Yeah, they live good lives over there.
So men, that's crazy. Men live for Japanese men is 81. I'm looking at here. And for women, 87.
Damn. A lot of widows, man. I mean, we got pick of the litter over here, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Get your widow and settle down.
Get your 85-year-old widow and just have some fun, man. Give her the best 2 years of her life, I guess.
Right. She can't get pregnant.
Yeah. When it comes to these holy nights, we talked about this last week about like, would Luffy mistake this guy for Shanks, right? Even if this guy has like 2 arms, no scar, would Luffy mistake him? Here's something I've been kind of playing around with, but Luffy's at the party, Luffy's drinking. We know that the giants like green fairy, which makes you hallucinate. Do you think there's a world where Luffy hallucinates and just does imagine this guy is Shanks? Because they look so damn similar and Luffy's tripping?
It's possible, especially if like they've been drinking and partying this entire time and Luffy tries, was it absinthe?
Yeah.
Right? They try that again. It could lead to, he has to be somewhat inebriated because he noticed Stanson. Okay? And you can't you can't have him noticing Stanson and not realizing that Shanks has 2 arms and he doesn't have the scar and his I'm sure his aura feels different. Like,
but at least the face will trip him up though, right? Like the voice actor, bro. The voice actor is the same.
I went back and watched that scene, bro.
It's the same voice actor.
Same voice actor, and they said, "Why would you come all this way?" And I'm like, if it's just a regular God night, does he not live in Mary Joa? It's just
yeah.
It's
maybe
just
like the flower room all the way to that room is kind of a long walk.
I was like, okay, Oda's definitely intentionally just trying to mislead us.
Yeah, he's having fun, dude.
Yeah,
he's laughing at people.
Yeah, I was like, what? This doesn't feel like, it feels just like what you would say to Shanks,
It's kind of like how JJK's guy, Gege Yakutani, he sees himself as Gecko Moria. I think Oda's the same way sometimes. He's like, they'll figure it out. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. I mean, that was crazy. Only thing that was weird was just how dismissive they kind of were. Where, like, I think it was Jupiter, his back was still kind of turned and was like, it's a Yonko in the room. He still didn't care.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe that's because they see each other pretty often. Like, maybe outside of that, like they're just hanging out, which I think we need like a One Piece spinoff where all the Gorosei and Holy Knights are hanging out at the Holy Land.
I would like to see a One Piece spinoff where like we just a day in the life.
Yeah. Like imagine like we follow a celestial dragon. They're just having fun, chilling. Maybe they play like some Street Fighter.
I mean, I guess for the Holy Knights, it's just like, imagine you have everything, right? You don't have to work. You have everything at the end of the day. You could watch TV, you can do whatever. You have your pick of the litter in regards to women or men. Like, what do you do all day?
I mean, if you're lonely, I mean, I guess you kind of like go through bounty posters, kind of like it's Tinder, kind of like how they did for Ginny, right? Like, oh, Ginny caught the eye of a celestial dragon. Like, do you think that you just have like a stack of bounty posters? Like, yeah, nope. Oh, her. We're kidnapping her today.
I have like a wish list.
A wish list, so like Amazon.
Yeah, so like, you know, like I say, going through bounty posters or whatever. Like, oh, Boy Hancock, yeah.
Ripley, yeah.
Go get me her. Oh, Smoothie, go get me her. It's kind of like the guy who he goes dating on the banned list.
The banned list.
Yeah, the list of when you're a sexual predator. What is that?
Oh, I see. Yeah. He looks for sexual predators.
Sexual predators, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that story.
Yeah, so that's how he dates. He said because their options are limited, and so he goes and tries to date the ones that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
The registered sex offenders. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He uses that as Tinder.
I mean, it's a strategy, right? I mean, it's worked for him so far. Like, we could laugh at him, but I mean, it's kind of working. So,
bro, that is insanity.
Yeah,
that is insanity. And it was like I saw a video. One was like, oh, she got arrested 10 years ago for like doing something to a minor. That's not too bad. She's an adult now. I'm an adult.
This is just a Tuesday for me. It's nuts.
It's the most unhinged thing, bro. So yeah, that's what you do as a celestial dragon.
So I've had this, it's kind of like a joke theory, but I'm about to make a part 2 pretty soon about how I think Ange from last chapter, I think she's a mole, dude.
Yeah, so I saw that.
I think she's up to no good.
I saw that being peddled on Twitter. I was like, what? I was like, Sai just chose her because she's ugly, bro. Like,
no. Well, people say that they're like, Sai chose her because she's ugly. I don't, hey, I'm not saying she's ugly, but she can call me on a Tuesday. It'd be fine. Like, when it comes to Ange, I just get a bad vibe. Like, I feel like she's gonna kill somebody. You know what I mean? Can you
she's
see
just
it?
Ugly, bro. She's not a serial killer.
Can you see it though? Like, would you be shocked if Ange turns out to be a villain?
She's just like, oh man, like Ange. Like, I don't know what it is about her, but something about how she looks just gives me bad vibes.
There was somebody that said Ange does literally nothing. Sai, yep, she's a killer. she's the worst person known to mankind.
Let me make a video about this one. We got to get the news out there. We got to protect ourselves from Ange. Like,
Ange has literally only talked like 4 times, and I'm just over here slandering your entire character.
Bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. That's like I was watching Law and Order the other day.
Yeah.
And it was like one of the guys, I guess he saw a guy that looked at his daughter when they were walking, and he was like, yeah, that guy, he's going to be a sex offender, man. We got to get him off the streets.
Was he right?
Like, so he was right about...
let's go!
No, wait, okay.
He was right.
So
he was right.
He was right about the guy being sexually attracted to minors. But the guy has never done anything to a minor. But he is sexually attracted to minors.
Yeah, the guy's like the Sybil system from Psychopaths. Like he can predict crimes before it happens. That is me right now with Ange. At first, I thought you were bringing that up to like say, oh, no, Sai's crazy. But you're bringing that up and it's like you're fueling the fire.
But he was like just judging off of like one thing. But like he wasn't right because the guy didn't do anything. But like the guy was like just sexually attracted to minors, which is like that's not illegal.
But it's a negative though, right?
It is a negative, but you can't arrest him for that. But
you set up people like watch him 24/7, so the minute he makes a move, you arrest him. That's me with Ange. Like, I am ready for this lady to betray us.
Like, if you okay, let me ask you, if like, say in America, you found out like they were using tax dollars to kind of watch people who they thought were sexually attracted to minors, as opposed to terrorists and serial killers, how'd you feel about that?
It depends how much is diverted to it, but I mean, anything 50, to stop 50. Crime. 50-50 is kind of crazy. 50-50 is insane. With terrorists?
Yeah.
That's kind of insane. But, hey, I'm a big guy that wants to stop crime, so, like, you know what? I mean, better than the other things we spend it on.
I guess so. 50-50, no, but maybe like 10%.
So you've been avoiding the question though. Do you think Angie's a bad person?
No, I just think she's ugly.
Bro, okay. Hear me out. I was looking in this latest chapter to see where Ange has been going, right? We don't see Ange at all this chapter. She should be nearby,
very
right?
Very sus.
And then when you see the Straw Hats go to the feast, you look at the ship. She's not on the Sval. She's not there. So she stayed back with the most vulnerable group of Straw Hats. She's with Robin. She's with Chopper. She's with Frankie. Not like exactly vulnerable, but I mean like, you know, God, I'd rather fight them than Luffy. She could even be following Bonney and Lilith for all we know. Maybe she's on her way to see the Holy Knights. Have you ever thought about that, Brago?
Y'all see size conspiracy. Listen, if you're right about Ange, you know, I would never trust an ugly woman again. But
dude, if I'm right about Ange, I'm never gonna live this down. I swear to God, I'm never gonna live this down.
But if you're wrong about Ange, and she's actually a sweet, sweet woman.
Yeah, like the exact opposite. Like Ange, she takes a bullet for Robin. Like Robin and Sol, they're about to die. Then Ange steps in the way and gets killed.
And Sol's like, I knew it. She took herself out on purpose. She's guilty.
She's still alive.
No, I guess she was kind of like just odd. But I thought I got vibes more from Ripley than Ange. That because Ripley could be anti what's going on, so she's still working with like Loki.
Yeah.
So,
but now we know that Ripley's like kind of married, right? She's got a guy, old pirate. Like now she seems more good, right?
But it depends on who the pirate is. Because if it's Shiki, then
yeah, but she has like a son. The son probably won't like a evil mom.
I mean, the son was terrorizing the other kids.
Who taught him that? Maybe it was Ange. Maybe Ange is the one telling him to go beat up the kids.
So Ange is a tutor.
Yeah.
This like Ange propaganda is crazy.
Dude.
When she's just a sweet librarian girl.
Just wait. When Ange starts stabbing us in the back, when Ange transforms into her yokai form and starts killing us, oh my God, I'm going to be laughing at you to the bank, dude.
When Ange grabs...
I put a parlay down on this one.
When Ange grabs one of the kids and like gets stabbed instead of the kid and starts crying, you're going to feel like shit. You're like, oh my God, Ange, how could I think that about you?
She's going to be like Hodor, where she's like holding the door, like they're knocking it down. She's like, go, go, go.
Hold the door.
Hold the door. And Ange is just staying back. Oh, man. It's not going to happen. Dude, no. There's no chance that Ange is a good person. Watch.
No chance.
No chance. Not even a 1% chance. I mean, honestly, like it's practically confirmed.
Ange does nothing but good things. Library. There's no chance Ange is a good person. No shot.
Hey, Brago, you saw this chapter, man. It's practically confirmed. Like, does Oda really have to spell it out for you?
Just please, Sai. No Final Fantasy music after this one, okay?
Do you see how people on Twitter argue? Like, hey, like, where's your reading comprehension? Are you not reading the same story?
Oh, that's what it is? Reading comprehension? That's what the question.
Yeah. If people don't think Ange is a bad person, I mean, that's a skill diff, really.
Oh, my God.
I'm kidding.
I hope this works out for you.
Yeah, no, it's become a meme. I love it. I think to line up with the joke, I've decided that every week, every chapter we get here on Elbaf, I'm literally going to make a Ange video. I already have a thumbnail made for the next one already. And I'm getting ready for the third Ange video. Like, I'm getting ready for all the subsequent chapters just so I can talk best about Ange. I don't know. I think it's fun to have, like, one thing you die on. Yeah?
That's harassment, man. Like, you're just harassing Ange.
Even if I'm wrong, I still think it'd be a really fun time. And maybe, like, if I ever die, you know, I won't be known for much, but maybe, like, people will say, oh, the Ange guy, the Ange hater. Like, that's going to be my legacy. And I'm going to leave my footprint in the world. Kind of like how Morge has the raid will fail. Like, this could be, like, a second coming.
I think you're going to be the red one guy.
The red one defender?
Yeah, that's...
Nah, I mean, I am that too, but I'm also an Ange hater.
I'm surprised you didn't have, like, the red one stats pinned on Twitter.
Yeah. Just reposting all the articles, like, saying it's doing great. Red one movie, guys, watch it. It's free on Amazon Prime.
Quoting all the critics that saying it's bad.
You have one of the main actors from Expendables on there. You got Captain America and the Human Torch on there. You got the guy from Spider-Man, the Daily Bugle in there. Like, my God, it's a loaded cast.
Let me ask you, what's the worst movie you've ever seen with the best cast?
Recent memory, I just watched Borderlands.
Borderlands
2024. My God, that movie was awful. Speaking of star-studded cast, the last question I'm going to ask you before we end this off. So the Holy Knights are looking for Loki, right? Why do you think they are? Is it for the devil fruit? Do you think they want to just talk to him, recruit him? Do you think Loki has knowledge about something? Why are they after our guy?
Either devil fruit or recruitment.
So you see recruitment too, then?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see recruiting him. I mean, if you add a powerhouse like Loki to your cause, because again, at the end of the day, he's stuck here in Elbaf, right? And they have him chained up. You hear about this powerhouse and you want to add him and kind of give him not free reign, but like now you're free, just have to listen to us.
That's huge.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge get. So no, I think either recruitment or the devil fruit. I think they're probably going to try to recruit him first.
Yeah.
Then they're like, all right, well, we'll just take your devil fruit then.
I wonder if they know how to take devil fruits. Because we haven't seen that from the world government yet. Only Blackbeard. I think it would make sense though, right? Because they have Emu. Like Emu's been around for so long. Surely they know.
I hope they know. It'd make sense if they did.
Do you think Loki would accept the recruitment offer? Or do you think he would turn it down because he has Luffy kind of going for the keys now too?
You turn it down.
Yeah. I don't think he'd be the type that takes it, to be honest.
Especially considering who's asking him.
Yeah, a Shanks lookalike? Nah, dude, he's not taking this.
Fuck you.
Yeah, even though it's not him, it's like, no, not that
close
guy.
Enough.
Like imagine you're in a room filled with a bunch of prostitutes and you had pick of the litter, but all the prostitutes look like your ex. It's like, oh, like, this is kind of weird, right? Like,
it's a little weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it. Or like bad exes, right? Maybe not like a good one, but bad ones.
There's good exes?
Yeah, I think they exist.
What's a good ex?
Like a good breakup, mutual.
That's
good
always
feelings.
interesting. Whereas like a good breakup, like, yeah, we both just decided it wasn't working out. We're still really good friends.
I'm not friends with any of my exes, but there's some of them I look back fondly. It's like, yeah, they're good people.
Same. I'm not friends with any of my exes. It just
but I wish them the best.
It doesn't work. I don't wish them the best.
You don't wish your exes the best? Well, that's fair. I mean, I don't know the circumstance.
Yeah.
There's definitely some bad ones out there. Next question, last one. So since they're gonna go down to Loki, do you think they're gonna run into any of the Straw Hats or anybody, minus like fodder giants? Like, do you think they're gonna run into Bonney and Lilith because they're gonna go do their own thing at a permit shop? I guess. Are they gonna pass by the library? Are they gonna run by the feast and see Luffy? Or do you think they're gonna run into Ripley's dad, since he's down there in the underworld?
Knowing the troll Oda is, this Shanks lookalike never sees Luffy.
Oh my God. Oh, it could be like a Robin and Olvia moment where they just walk by each other. They don't even know.
Or he takes one of the Straw Hats or whatever, but it could be a situation where we never get the interactions that we want. Because it seems like it's an infiltration mission to get what they want to get out of there, because there's only two of them. You would think they'd be more discreet about like how they get there, though. They just fucking like appeared out the sky with a huge fucking
black lightning.
Yeah, but maybe they run into Mountain Beard on the way back.
And Mountain Beard's like leaving the party.
Yeah, he's leaving the party. He's like, I'm gonna go to bed early.
Time for a nap.
Time for a nap. And then he like cuts his beard and like all the women fall out that's hanging in there.
Oh yeah.
And like a beard could be like a top knot in Japan, Like it's like you cut somebody's beard. That's like the ultimate dishonor.
Yeah, might as well kill him.
Yeah. And then just rip his head off. Yes, I think Mountain Beard goes. It's time for him to go.
During your video, we talked about how this character kind of looks like Ginny. I don't agree with that. I kind of see Lilith more. So I feel like that's why I'm kind of voting for like these guys running into Lilith.
I'm for whatever that causes the most pain.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so Ginny causes the most pain for like characters. So
but we also know the male Shanks thing, right? Like maybe this guy's Bonnie's real dad. Like imagine that causes pain that way. Like the guy's like, hey Bonnie, I'm your real dad. Stop playing pretend with that loser over there. And then points at her like deceased father or seemingly deceased father, that robot.
I'm not mad at that because to me, I think it's obvious that a God Knight took her.
Yeah.
Took Ginny. So it would be cool if it's the same guy that took him. that took her, and then maybe he got her pregnant, and now he got a clone of her, and then she's doing his bidding.
That'd be fun.
Be really fun.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully Bonney leaves this island with major trauma. I agree with you.
She has a lot of trauma, but what's a little more?
What's a little more? She could take it, right? I mean, there's a reason why we ranked Bonney as like the #1 strongest kid in the verse.
#1 strongest kid in the verse ever.
Yeah, she can deal with it.
I don't know if we're not forgetting anyone.
I mean, I'm sure there's like more kids in the series we could like add into the list, but
oh, we forgot a big one.
Who?
Odin.
Yeah, Kid Odin over here changing rivers and stealing wives.
You're doing spectacular things as a kid.
Yeah, but we didn't see him as a kid though. We just heard that story like while he was an adult. Like somebody was like telling his tales.
Crazy things.
Yeah.
As a kid.
We should do a top 30, but with only kids.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Just like who wins if they're all 8 years old?
They said, when he was less, this is insane, Sai. When he was less than a year old, he threw his wet nurse across the room.
Damn, beating the lady that brought him in, huh?
When he was 2, he caught 2 rabbits with his bare hands.
Fast,
At
speed
age
feet.
4, he obliterated a bear by hurling a boulder at it.
Dude, Luffy, Ace, and Sabo couldn't even do that.
Starting at age 6, he started roaming the red light district and spent the castle's money at the pleasure halls. So I'm assuming he was sleeping with grown women at 6.
I think Odin might be the strongest kid then.
By the time he was 8, he started drinking booze and began picking fights with gamblers. At age 9, even the Yakuza had banned him from their casino.
Oh, wait, who's stronger than Bonney or Kid Odin?
I mean, we gotta go with Kid Odin, bro.
Yeah, but Gear 5th Bonney, Gear 5th Bonney can only do like 1 punch, right? Yeah, I guess Odin wins.
They said for punishment and for rehabilitation, they sentenced him to hard labor in the quarries, where his talent blossomed, rising to the rank of chief stonemason.
Oh my god. He had a whole time skip arc in there.
Yes. I think it's Odin, bro. I think it's Odin.
Okay.
At less than a year old, he threw his wet nurse across the room. He's like fucking Samson. Oh my god.
I think Odin takes it then.
Oh my god.
I mean, sheer experience at that point. I mean,
this dude was incredible.
I wish we saw Kid Odin.
This would be an amazing fucking one shot, right?
Just Kid Odin going around beating people up early.
That'd be amazing.
If any character could have a one shot, you give it to Odin?
At this point, yeah, I would like to see it. Bro, being banned by the Yakuza at 9 is crazy.
Not even the gangs want you, man. Not even like the criminals of the world
Not
want
even
you.
the criminals want you around, bro, at 9. Nah, Odin got it.
Too much.
Odin got it. Oh my god, I'm happy I remembered Odin. Okay, because I'm sure people would have been like, Odin was. Nah, Odin got it.
Odin wins.
Odin wins.
So, with that being said, Brago, thank you for being here, brother. Really appreciate it as always, man. You guys know where to find Brago. He's linked down below. Of course, we did a little breakdown on his channel, so make sure to check that out as well. It's funny because I saw comments there like, yeah, I left a side video for another side video.
Right. I saw that. Yeah. I mean, could be the same thing again, you know? You never know.
Could be.
Definitely getting this video out as soon as possible, you know?
Yeah, we got a break. So, we could take time.
But, you know, it's December, so.
Yeah, something like that. Happy New Year's, guys. Thanks for being here, and we'll catch you all later.
Peace out.